We're hoping that the UK Climate Resilience Programme, there's a huge need and there's a limited resource, but we have tried to think about what the important legacy that could be that coming out of the programme. So in the Joint Science Plan we've sort of tried to describe some of those legacy items, but it's about how do we develop a sort of integrated modelling capability, how do we develop new socioeconomic scenarios, how do we try and understand how the governance of adaptation it can be most effective, and then how do we build a community to bring together the fragmented research around climate resilience.
People are beginning to recognise the impacts of climate change in the UK. Government has actually been looking at this for quite a long time, but we don't have all of the answers. We need to understand more about what the risks from climate change are, what the options are for adapting, and how in practice one goes about adapting. And the UK Climate Resilience Programme is going to be researching all of those questions, providing new evidence and working with stakeholders to try and help better adaptation.
The programme is funding research that is better aligned with UK government priorities. So when it's doing that, it's trying to produce useful, not only high quality research, but research that will also benefit government departments and other stakeholders. It could be water companies all the way to the public as well. So the research will benefit the country in a variety of ways. So for example, one very specific way will be by enhancing our capability of doing climate change risk assessments. So the government, through the Climate Change Act of 2008, is required to do a climate change risk assessment every 5 years. And so there's one ongoing right now, which is the third generation. And the research that we're doing now in terms of improving that capability will enable the government and folk who will be doing that risk assessment to do a better job next time around when they do the fourth one. And this is really important because it then informs very important national decisions about how do we adapt to a changing climate in England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. So that's just one example of how this programme could benefit the country.
So ultimately, we would hope the programme would enable the UK to be more resilient to climate change. But what does that mean? Well, it means when we look at the academic base, it will have more tools and approaches for quantifying risk and building resilience. When it comes to government users, hopefully we'll see climate more deeply embedded in solutions to a changing climate. And when it comes to individual users, for instance, businesses, local authorities, we hope they'll have more access to the tools they need to plan for the future.